And our first main topic today gets submitted to us by Hamza Hussein. And Hamza writes, "Hi, John. Hope you and Rob are doing well. Thank you so much, Hamza. I heard some rumors over the weekend about Sony's Latin American YouTube channel supposedly leaking confirmation of Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield being in Spider-Man 3. I saw the video in Spanish, but I don't know whether to believe it. Did you see it? Do you think the rumors are true? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks, and keep up the awesome work." All right, thanks a lot for sending that in, man. And yeah, listen, there has been some discussion and rumors and speculation going around about whether or not we could see, in a world where Jamie Foxx is coming back as Electro and Ben Affleck is coming back as Batman, could we possibly see Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire pop back up in Spider-Man 3? That's been stuff there's been no evidence to suggest that is happening, but certainly a lot of speculation. Again, Rob, 4 months ago, 5 months ago, I would have said bloody impossible. But that's not the world we live in. Yeah, but it's 2020. That's not the world we live in anymore. This is absolutely possible. It's absolute. 4 months ago, impossible. Today, I wouldn't put anything by them. It's totally a possibility. I don't know that it's likely, but it's a possibility. So what Hamza is referring to is a couple of days ago on Sony's, one of Sony's Latin America sites, they put up this video, right? And you see people running around saying, Sony just hinted at it. They just confirmed that this is going to be happening. So I read all these headlines just like everybody else. It's like, oh, Sony's confirmed this. And I'm like, really? So I went and checked out the video. This is the video in question, right? Here's the thing. It's really a little news bite video that basically says, hey, who's your favorite Spider-Man? Tobey Maguire, who played it from this year to this year. Andrew Garfield, who played it from this year to this year. Tom Holland, who played it from 2017 to the present. Who's your favorite Spider-Man? And hey, don't forget, we live in a multiverse, so it's okay. It doesn't matter who your favorite is because we live in a multiverse. And I looked at that, and I'm like, that was not them saying that this is what's happening in Spider-Man 3. That's not what this video said in the least. It is, by any definition, a stretch to say, oh, that meant that they're doing that. No. Now, look, my position on this, Rob, is pretty simple. I don't believe this little video they put up in any way, shape, or form was suggesting that Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire are going to be in Spider-Man 3. At the same time, I don't think this video in any way, shape, or form disproves that Andrew Garfield or Tobey Maguire could end up being in Spider-Man 3. I just don't think anything's changed. That video didn't change anything. And I think what happened was once Sony saw that people were taking that video and completely twisting it out of context, they pulled it down. They pulled the video down. So it's not out in public anymore, but of course some people captured it and it's being repopulated. But yeah, again, this video was not saying that Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire are going to be in Spider-Man 3. That could still happen. That absolutely could still happen. But this video isn't the video proclaiming that. Rob, you had a chance to check this out. Was this video sending a signal, a flare signal in the air telling us that Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire are going to be in Spider-Man 3?
No. No, it wasn't. I mean, look, I'm not convinced. Like I've told you on the show before, there's a movie being made called Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. As we all know, that Kevin Feige is always taking cues for the MCU from the actual comic books themselves. This seems to me like a big Marvel crossover comic event would happen in, say, all of the annuals of your favorite comics. The summer annuals would do some kind of a crossover, whether it's the Extinction Agenda or something to do with Kang or something. It would not surprise me in the least if Marvel is doing some kind of multi-film storyline that covers a multiverse that is somehow kicked off with the Vision and Scarlet Witch. Because they have said that show leads into Doctor Strange in some way. So I could see a little group of the shows and the movies dealing with this. And what cooler way than putting multiple Spider-Men in one live-action movie because it's already been done in an animated film and it won an Academy Award for Best Animated Film. So it wouldn't surprise me. But we have had no official confirmation that anything like this is happening. It's almost like fan wish fulfillment that we keep dealing with. And until it's announced, which I think is a possibility because it is 2020, and why not? Why not, team up? Why doesn't Spider-Man cross over with Luke Skywalker? That wouldn't surprise me either. But you just never know until we have official confirmation, not from some package on a television station comparing and contrasting Spider-Man over the centuries. I mean, it would, John, if that happened, I would have an excuse to put my 3 Hot Toys versions of Spider-Man on the same shelf together. And that would make me happy.
Yeah, and again, I want to make sure I'm being very clear here. This is not us saying we are definitively not going to see Andrew Garfield or Tobey Maguire.
No.
We're not saying that. We're just saying that this little thing that was out, this little social media sizzle that they put out is not the thing that's telling us that they will be in it. That's all we're saying at this point. Question is, guys. Oh, go ahead, Rob.
Can I ask you, if they announced that Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland were all appearing as Spider-Man in the next Spider-Man movie, would you think that was cool or not?
I honestly don't know, because there's something about it. Like, fan service is like any other tool. It can be used really effectively or it can be used really badly. And I just don't know if just such blatant, hey, kiddies, come give us your money. Look, we've got all 3 Spider-Men in here. I don't know. I'd be torn. I think I would have to see some kind of clip or video to put it in context for me. Yeah. So I don't know how I'd feel about it initially. I mean, a lot of people, what is undeniable though, is that an awful lot of people would be very excited about it just in premise.
To me, one of the most exciting things that's coming out is Godzilla, King Kong and Godzilla throwing down. Like that I'm down with. And I know one is a Toho monster and one is a monster that was originated here in the States. But and that to me is cool. And I grew up with Godzilla versus King Kong, the Toho versions of it. But I don't know how I feel about if they announce 3 Spider-Men showing up in a movie. I don't know if I could get past the gimmicky nature of it.
Yeah, it would feel very gimmicky. I mean, that's the thing. But hey, listen, in Feige we trust, right?
I know.
I mean, yes, I'm worried it looks kind of gimmicky, but it's in the hands of Kevin Feige. And so if anybody's going to find a way to take that and make it more epic as opposed to gimmicky, it's him. I would just have to see some material first to kind of know how I feel. So anyway, the question is, guys, what do you think about this? Do you think this little video was the big announcement that Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire are going to be in Spider-Man 3? We don't, but maybe they still will ultimately. How do you guys see it? Jump down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. All right, guys.